Welcome back to Stay Focused, our Zoom editions of interviews with local business owners. And today I'm really proud to have Brad Brown, the owner of Blue Frog Bakery. So welcome, Brad. Tell us a little bit about your bakery.
We are the Blue Frog Bakery, or I'm from the Blue Frog Bakery. We've been in Jamaica Plain now for 16 years, and at the same location, 3 Green Street. And we are a scratch bakery. We make everything from, by hand. We make everything with the finest ingredients that we can get, and just bang out the best product we can, day in and day out, 6 days a week, because we're closed Mondays, so I need a day off.
So, one of the questions that I'm asking a lot of people as I'm doing these interviews is, what kind of changes have you had to implement in your business due to the changes with the COVID issues that we're facing?
Sure. Thankfully, not too many. We have always been a retail bakery. We don't have any seating. We don't have a menu we have a menu that lends itself to takeout, because that's what we do. So we do practice social distancing in the bakery. So there might be a couple people standing out front if you come by. We've taken our coffee service behind the counter. So now, instead of you do it yourself, creams and sugars in your coffee, we're putting it in for you, which is something we've never really done. And other than that, we're a food service establishment, so we have fairly strict and stringent cleanliness rules that we have to follow. So we've amped that up. We have a solution, a sanitizer solution we use, and we wipe down the front of the house every 20 minutes, half an hour, all the door handles and all the the areas where people may touch, just to kind of keep it that much cleaner.
So outside of some additional sanitation for you guys, things haven't changed much for you?
No, not at all.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Excellent. Well, that's a really different message that we're hearing, because so many businesses have changed so dramatically in this. Are there any really cool big sellers that you've had lately that have changed at all?
So I had some leftover brioche dough, and I put some cinnamon and sugar inside it and glazed it with a white icing, and I just threw it out there, and we sold out in about 5 minutes. Ginger put a picture up. Ginger, my wife, put a picture up on Instagram, and people were calling immediately. Now, we always made a pecan sticky bun, but it didn't sell nearly as well as this. So we've now stopped making pecan sticky buns and have started making this brioche cinnamon bun, and I can't make them fast enough.
People love it, huh? It's the power of social media. It's amazing, isn't it?
It is. We'll post something, and a minute later, somebody will call and say, "Can you hold 2 or 3 of those for me? I just saw it on Instagram."
Yeah. What inspires you?
All kinds of stuff. If I'm at the market and I see something I like that looks good, whatever it may be, fresh mangoes, or I don't know, maybe a papaya, or great strawberries, blueberries, or something interesting, lemongrass, I'll grab some and try some stuff out. And also social media, all the other pastry chefs out there that are doing things like, hey, that sounds kind of cool. That sounds like a neat idea. Just having fun.
Awesome. Awesome. And really, your shop does reflect kind of that easygoing, very approachable kind of feel. So
it does. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome.
I mean, we have our favorites. We have, things that I can't take off the menu because people love them and they just sell really well.
Yeah, what would those be?
Well, I mean, in the fancy pastry end, that would be our chocolate eclairs, and our baked custard tarts. We make a baked custard tart, like an egg tart with apples and blueberries. And we make an almond frangipane cake, which is a buttery almond cake topped with apples or cranberries.
And it's fun to say.
So it does. Frangipane, yeah. Yeah, and you will always find those in the cabinet, along with, we always have chocolate chip cookies, milk chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal raisin cookies, peanut butter cookies.
We were chatting a little bit, and you had a couple little insights into how to kind of support your local businesses a little bit better, ensuring that there's a few more bucks in their pocket. Chat with us about that for a moment.
Sure. So I think, getting out there and going to these businesses or ordering from these businesses that are still open is key. And if you are ordering, try not to use the big online ordering companies like DoorDash and Uber. I mean, I don't want to badmouth them, but, they do take a chunk of money out of the pockets of the small businesses. And, most of these businesses, if they're open, aren't getting any type of government assistance. They're not getting the PPP or the emergency funds. So they're out there just trying to scrape it together and keep their people, working and
keep them employed. Yeah, and there's a lot less people using cash these days, aren't there?
There is a lot less people using cash, and that's something I am now rallying for. And I would ask anybody watching this to get in touch with your senators and your congressmen to try to convince banks and credit card companies to reduce the fees and percentages they take to these small businesses. Credit card use has gone up in our business 100%. It's doubled from what we normally do. And the banks are still taking their percentages, and that would be instant money, never leaving my pocket.
You say, right here in the community that way, you keep that money right here in the community, help support the people that are working in the bakeries and the small businesses.
Right. Well, and it's this is money that we take in, and then at the end of the month, the credit card companies, when they finish processing everything, grab a chunk of it and take it out.
Yeah.
Well, if that was halved, then we'd have that money in our pockets immediately. We wouldn't have to wait. We wouldn't have to wait for any kind of help from anywhere else. So it's a big thing.
Yeah, awesome. Buy more sanitizer to make sure the place is
exactly
clean in the front of the house.
Yeah.
So, Brad, any big takeaways that you'd like to deliver to our viewers for this little segment?
Stay healthy. Stay socially distanced, yet still try to get out and visit your local places. Even if you can do it, if you have to do it online, do it online. That's great. Anything you can do to keep going, we're here for you. The small business folk in JP that are still open are here to assist you in any way we can.
And it's really interesting to see the whole community coming together through this process. And where can they find you, Brad? Online, your social media sites? What?
I only handle the baking part of it. We've got a Facebook page, Facebook.com/Blue Frog Bakery, I think. We've got an Instagram account. Again, I don't even know what it is.
We'll look that up for you. You bacon brioche sticky buns, and we'll find you online.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. We're out there. That's it. We don't actually even have a website yet. I've been
so you're
trying to get
mostly social media.
It's all social media for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, thanks for joining us today, Brad. Try to get some rest. I understand, you start very early in the morning.
Yeah, usually 3:30 to 4:30 in the morning. If you don't like early mornings, don't become a baker.
Don't become a baker. No doubt. Well, hey, stay busy and stay healthy. And
thank you very much.
You too. The way you serve our community.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Brad. Cheers.